Yo, what's going on with all my good peoples? How is everyone out there doing? How are we feeling in 2026? We feeling good? I hope everybody's feeling good because you already know it is good vibes only, positive vibrations always. But yes, I hope that everyone did enjoy their New Year's. But baby, it is back to work. It's gonna be a good year, y'all. It's gonna be a really good year. You gotta claim it now, speak it into existence. Good vibes only, all that one good stuff. But yes, y'all, before we do get started off with today's video, I'm gonna need everyone watching to go crazy on a like button for your girl. And if you are new here and this is your first time stopping by, then baby, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make it official, as well as ring those bell notifications. This way, whenever your girl does drop a new video, YouTube will let you know that I did upload. But yes, y'all, I know y'all got things to do today, so there's no time to waste. Let's go ahead and get right into this video. Let's do it. All right, now I did have to scoot over to go ahead and let the shoes have the shine. But yes, everyone, just to let you all know, these shoes will not be getting shown in any particular order. It's just all 10 pairs are gonna be here. So yes, with that being said, first off on the list, everyone, we do have the Air Jordan 4 Flight Club. And with this sneaker, this shoe is set to release the 17th of January, so we're like a couple weeks away. And this shoe is set to have a retail price point of $225. Get ready, y'all, get ready, because shoes ain't getting no cheaper, okay? They are not playing with us. So you see some shoes that you like, okay, I like those, I want to cop those, just know it ain't gonna be cheap. But yes, with this sneaker, this isn't like the craziest Jordan 4 colorway or just colorway that I've ever seen in general. But that's kind of what I like about it. It's like beauty and simplicity. Like, it's a very clean shoe. And obviously the Jordan 4 model is one of the greatest. So yeah, I think that for me, this is definitely a sneaker that I'm looking forward to cop. And I could just see myself wearing this shoe, you know, frequently, just on some like, I feel like I could switch it up to a more flashier look, or I could just keep it more simple and chill. You know, it just gives you the options to do that with this shoe, because the shoe itself just isn't doing too much. So it just kind of gives you the opportunity to style it how you want to style it and make it pop how you want to make the sneaker pop. But definitely a really clean colorway in my opinion, and I do think that this sneaker is going to sell out. Now, how fast the shoe is going to sell out, I don't know. I couldn't tell you that, you know. But yeah, definitely a sneaker that I am looking forward to. And Jordan 4s in general, I actually seen a lot of Jordan 4 colorways that they do plan on releasing this year. And yeah, let's get this party started off right, y'all. Go ahead and bring the heat to us. But yeah, it's definitely a shoe that your girl is looking forward to copping, and hopefully we can make that happen. But yes, moving on to the next shoe on the list. All right, everyone, next up we do have the Nigel for Cinnabar. This sneaker is set to release the 9th of May for a retail price point of $230. Like I said, y'all, just be ready. But yeah, this sneaker right here, absolute must cop for your girl. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This sneaker is basically like the Air Jordan 4 Fire Reds with its own personal spin on it, and a follow-up to Nigel's Brick by Brick release from last year, which was the majority of the people's sneaker of the year, and rightfully so. I mean, that shoe was absolutely amazing. I don't see this sneaker doing any less good than the Brick by Bricks, honestly. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be, you know, right there with it. Like, I don't know if it's gonna like surpass it, the Brick by Brick release, because that release was huge. But I do know that this sneaker is definitely gonna sell out. This is definitely one of those ones for 2026, you know, definitely something for us to look forward to with this sneaker release. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing like their rollout for this shoe, because the Brick by Brick has such an amazing rollout and just good promotion on this sneaker. So, you know, we'll see what they do with these Cinnabars. But yeah, I absolutely have to have this shoe. definitely, you know, like I said, there's no way around it. If I don't get this one, no, I ain't even gonna say none of that. It ain't even none of that. It was good vibes only. Let's move on to the next sneaker. Moving on to the next shoe, yeah, we do have the Air Jordan 1 Fragment Union LA. This sneaker is set to release sometime in February for a retail price point of $205. And with this release, y'all, I'm expecting this sneaker to do nothing less than sell out instantly. I do feel like this is going to be one of the most sought after sneakers in 2026, and I also seen that this sneaker was going to be pretty limited, so I just know that this is not going to be an easy pair of shoes to cop, which makes me feel like people will see that, and then that's gonna make people want this sneaker even more, because let's just be real, people always want what they cannot have. I feel like that's just human nature. But yeah, with this sneaker, this is definitely a shoe your girl is looking to cop, so fingers crossed, y'all. Fingers crossed we gonna do good if we can land this shoe for sure. But yes, let's see what else we got. Oh yes, everyone, one of my favorite sneakers on the list, we do have the KD6 Peanut Butter and Jelly. This sneaker is set to release the 23rd of January for a retail price point of $140. And let me tell y'all, this is easily one of my favorite sneakers on this list. Like, this shoe brings back so many memories. I'm telling y'all, like, everybody knows that Jordans just dominate. I mean, let's just call it for what it is. You know, Jordans is always gonna be number one. But when the KD6 silhouette came out, I was in middle school, and let me tell y'all, the first day of school, when I tell y'all, everybody had a pair of KD6s, specifically this colorway. Now it's more released, you've seen those colorways too, but everybody had this KD6 Peanut Butter and Jelly. And like I said, it just brings back so many memories. That was what, 2013, 2014? Like, man, time flies, y'all. But you know, it's got me over here cheesing and all that. It was just good times. Good to reflect on what was going on in life during, you know, the KD6 run. The KD6 is probably, I don't know for sure, but I would say it's probably KD's most popular silhouette. You know, I even heard him say that this is like probably his best silhouette, and yeah, for me, you just can't beat that nostalgia. So, and on top of everything, I also was not able to get a pair of the Peanut Butter and Jelly KD6s. I've never owned a pair of KD6s, so it's gonna feel really good to get my hands on a pair of these. And yes, I'm going to get my hands on a pair of these. I'm gonna make it happen. Your girl is going to make it happen. Definitely must cops. I need these in the collection. But yeah, before I just go on and on and on talking about this shoe and talking about the memories and everything, let's go ahead and get into the next sneaker on the list. Alright, so as you all can see, next up, we do have the Air Jordan 4 Toros. This sneaker is set to release in early May. I believe it's the 2nd of May for a retail price point of $220. And with this sneaker, this shoe did originally debut back in 2013, and I would say that the Toro 4s is probably one of the most popular non-OG Jordan colorways in general. I'm talking about for every silhouette. I mean, people really do love the Toro 4s, and I would include myself in. I am the people. We are the people, because your girl also really does. I really mess with this sneaker. I really do like the Toro 4s. I mean, it almost kind of does feel like an OG colorway, even though it's not. It has like, it just kind of has that feel to it. And I never owned a pair of these, so that makes me want this sneaker even more. And yeah, the Jordan 4 is just like I told y'all, the Jordan 4, they coming with it this year with them 4s. And I hope they don't oversaturate the Jordan 4, but I'm not mad about it, because I mean, I think the Jordan 4 is the second best silhouette, and the colorways that from what I've seen, the colorways that they are bringing, not too shabby. So yeah, also on the list of sneakers that I am looking forward to copping in 2026. But let's see what is next on the list. Next up, everyone, we do have the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott Low Tropical Pink. This sneaker is set to release sometime in May. I'm not sure at the moment what the retail price of that sneaker is going to be, but alongside with the Tropical Pink colorway, they are dropping the Shot Pinks. And between the two, I think the tropical pink is just a much nicer colorway. The Nike swoosh just pops out much more on the tropical pink than the shot pinks, but that's just me. I know that they're both going to sell out, and this is also, Travis Scott's are never easy to get, so no matter what people think about this sneaker, they always sell out. So I'm looking forward to that being a tough release as well, but definitely one of the sneakers that I am looking to cop in 2026. Next up on the list, y'all, we do have the Air Jordan 1 Virgil Alaska. This sneaker is set to release the 28th of March for a retail price point of $230, and in my opinion, this sneaker is definitely well worth it. I've always been a big fan of Virgil's work, even outside of the Jordan 1. I think that his creativity is very captivating. Like, he's, you know, it's just, he was a very unique person, and I think that his sneakers always showed for it. You know, they were always really nice to me, and I never owned a pair of off-whites, and I don't see this sneaker being any easier to cop than any of the other pairs were. So another release this year that's gonna be really tough, but hopefully could be my first pair of Virgil sneakers, and I'm definitely looking forward to that release. But yes, y'all, let's get into the next shoe on the list. All right, now getting into the classics. Next up, y'all, we do have the Air Jordan 4 Breds, and this sneaker is set to release sometime between October and December, so it's looking like a holiday release, and the retail price point for this sneaker is going to be $220. And even though your girl was able to cop the pair that released back in 2019, and that shoe is actually still in pretty good condition, it's still in pretty good shape, it never hurts to keep a clean pair of Bred 4s in rotation, okay? So definitely a sneaker that I am looking forward to copping for sure, a must cop. And in my humble opinion, I would probably, I mean, the Bred 4 is definitely in the top 5 Jordans of all time, but I don't know, it might be my second favorite Jordan of all time behind the Bred 11. It's just such a wearable sneaker. You can wear the Bred 4s with anything, and the shoe holds up so well. Like, I've gotten a pretty decent amount of wears out of my Bred 4s from 2019, and they still look really good. They still look really good, y'all. So yeah, they're up there. They're definitely up there, but your girl has to have those. But two more shoes on the list, y'all. Let's take a look and see what they are. Next up, y'all, we do have the Air Jordan 13 Flint. This sneaker is set to release either in April or June for a retail price point of $215. And with the Flint 13, this is also a top 5 Jordan of all time for me personally. And it's funny because I actually still have my pair from 2020 that released. That pair is dead stock. I've actually never worn that sneaker, but they coming out with another pair. There's no way I'm gonna just have 2 pairs just sitting on the shelf. So I definitely look forward to putting those sneakers to the pavement. I've always loved the Flint 13. Definitely my favorite Jordan 13. And yeah, just a really good sneaker overall. It actually really feels like this sneaker didn't release too long ago. It's a 6-year gap, but it feels like that was not that long ago, y'all. But regardless, your girl has to have them. But let's look and see what the last sneaker on the list is going to be, y'all. Let's see. And the last sneaker on the list, y'all, is going to be the Space Jam 11s. This sneaker is going to be releasing during the holidays, which I'm you know, based off of the Jordan 11's track record, I'm assuming it's going to be releasing sometime early to mid-December. But this sneaker is retailing for $235. So out of all the sneakers that I've mentioned on this list, that is going to be the most expensive sneaker that I know of on this list. But yeah, the Space Jam, let me tell y'all, I got the last pair of Space Jams that released, and when I tell y'all, I wore that sneaker one time in a place that I probably should not have had the sneakers on in, and they were ruined. Like, I'm talking about yellow, just like that. And I'm like, no chance, why would you go and do such a thing? Like, you knew better and you still did it. And trust me, the lesson is learned. I'm not gonna do it again. And I do look forward to having an actual icy pair of Space Jams, because my old Space Jams are ruined. So definitely looking forward to that release. It's like tradition to get a pair of Jordan 11s during the holidays. And You know, first they gave us the Gammas 2025, and I'm really curious to see how the Gamma and the Space Jams line up against each other. I think if people as a whole, like the sneaker community as a whole and people in general, had to like pick between the two, I feel like a lot of people actually lean more towards the Space Jams, but I don't know. Personally, I might like the Gammas a little bit more, but I can't really compare them if I don't have two clean pairs side by side, so we will see. But yes, everyone, that is a wrap for today's video. 10 solid sneakers that I definitely do look forward to releasing this year, that I really want to get my hands on, and like I said, hopefully we can make that happen, but we shall see. Nothing is guaranteed, but we gonna do our best, and you know, that's all you can do. But yes, everyone, definitely not here to take up too much of your time, but before I go, I do want to know what are some of the sneakers in 2026 that you are expecting to release, because that was just 10. There's plenty more that, you know, there's some Kobe's that I seen that I hope also released that I look forward to copping. I'm a huge fan of Kobe sneakers. I'm sure there's some crazy SBs that I don't know about that's going to release this year. You know, probably some collaborations with a different brand. I just don't know all the sneakers, but that was just based off of the shoes that I think and that I'm expecting to drop this year. But yeah, we definitely got our fair share of work to do in 2026, and I'm looking forward to it, y'all. We gonna get this year started off the right way. It is nothing but good vibes only, you already know. But yes, y'all, again, make sure those bell notifications are on go, so whenever I do drop a new video, you will be getting notified through YouTube. But yes, everyone, I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. Y'all make sure y'all have a really good rest of the day. Let's be productive and make it count, y'all. It is your girl Chainsaw Real, and until the next time, we out.